Good evening, my friends. Good evening. How are you? Oh, I tried to do an outdoor video before the sunset, and hopefully it'll look nice here. So, how are you doing? Nowadays, I ride my bike. I got my helmet here set up, and got my camera on top of my head, and I do look really silly, I think, here. And this is how I look like, right? So, how are you guys? Oh, whatever happened there? There's a clip that came out. Did you guys hear it? That was pretty loud. I guess I'll take care of it later. Okay, so everything is working, I hope. Great. Thank you for the like, guys. Toggle pop chat. Okay, great. So I'm just gonna hang in here. Hey, I can sense and hear you. Hey, great, man. How are you doing? Hey, Mark Tan. Howdy doody. Hey, Dennis. How are you doing? How's the picture quality today? Pretty good. Um, Today's a nice day out here. Hey, Crazy Crossman. Oh, thank you very much, Crazy Crossman. Oh, so okay, I didn't know. Thank you. Yeah. So just Crazy Crossman is a awesome patron here. Dennis is a awesome uh, patron here too. Mr. Mitch, hello. How are you doing? Oh, damn good picture. Awesome. Well, it's a nice day today. It's spring day. Uh, as you guys can see, the flowers at the back. I just wanted to show off the flowers behind me, and the kids are having fun out there. Yeah, so I hope everybody's doing well. I'm still very sad that the world, this pandemic is really, really, really bad. Uh, well, in Hong Kong, it's a day ahead, kind of a day of ahead. So the Easter holidays are kind of starting for them. So they don't have to go to Google Classroom today. So I asked them, since it's nice here, I think it's around the 70 degrees out here. So just do a little bit of a chipping here. And they are learning on backspins. Unlike in the States, the golf courses are still open. I think because Trump really likes golf courses, right? Um, so the golf courses can still remain open. But here in BC, Columbia, Vancouver, it's not open. So all the driving ranges and the golf courses are closed. I tried calling lots of them, but all of them, I think they're ordered to close. Hey, Louis the Plumber, how are you doing, my friend? Nice to see you live, man. Yeah, spring blossoms here. Yeah, it's really awesome. I just did when I was riding my bike today. I did a little clip. I'm gonna just put on my stories, and those spring blossoms are really nice, guys. Well, anyways, I'll show you this thing again. This is my setup when I ride my bicycle. Here. So do I look like an idiot? Yeah, this is. I'll just put myself lower. So I have this camera on when I ride my bicycle. So my son kind of noticed, seriously. I mean, not being. I'm just. I'm just being really honest. Uh, there is a difference when I put that stupid camera on top of my helmet. Is the reason is when you like ride past them or something like that, you actually see like a nod in the head, a smile, something like that, instead of just passing through, right? So my son told me, Dad, I think you better keep this camera on, so so you'll be people will be a bit more friendlier, right? So I was riding along the Salmon Creek. There's a creek the salmons ride up, and it was really beautiful. So I was just riding in this little pathway along the river, and it was really refreshing. I wish it was a little bit warmer, but still now I have my jacket. I'm just all warmed up, guys. So so I hope it's better. I started my live a little bit earlier. Today's like 7:30 Pacific time. So I hope my friends on the East Coast can catch me. Yeah. So and Crazy Crossman, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know your call sign on YouTube. So Thank you very much. Oh my God, you are 90 degrees out here. It's only 10:30 a.m. Oh my God, you are lucky. I hope the kids are not going to hit me. But I gave him we bought some plastic golf balls, so they're just here it is. So they're just chipping. I got these at Dick's Sporting Goods, so they are really light and they don't damage the glass. Hopefully, here. Wow, I wish I was where you are at 90 degrees. So it's awesome. So let's get into this subject. Actually, I never kind of talked about it, but I'm pretty much, I'm 100% Asian. You look at my face, there's no doubting that I'm a Caucasian or somebody else, And the weird thing is, I graduated from Oklahoma. I stayed there for quite a while, and I just wanted to tell you, it's not. I'm not a new immigrant. So I went to college in Oklahoma. Actually, we've been there for so many years, and my mom was the prom queen, you know, in Oklahoma. So I just wanted to show you. There's a picture to prove it. See, my mom. Where's my mom? Here's my mom. Is it my mom here? Because this picture is really faded. Yeah, here. And this is my mom during the. She's the prom queen, and that's in Oklahoma. So think how many years this is. This my mom's been so long in Oklahoma, so it's kind of amazing. And I at this and during this time, I really wanted to go to Oklahoma to visit, go to Texas, Dallas, but yeah, just yeah, that picture I always keep it with me. Mom's upstairs actually. She spends most of the time watching the drama movie. Yeah, it is a vintage picture, but mom graduated from Oklahoma back in those days, so we always stayed in Oklahoma. And my dad's an architect, so he gets to travel all around North America to practice. So we went to get his license, obviously, right? So he had to get a Canadian license, and he had to get an American license for architecture to practice. But for me, I graduated uh, in architecture, but I never kind of did architecture because my dad told me don't do don't do architecture unless you want to like be a beggar and beg for money after your project. Mark, right? Do you agree with me? Yeah. So I did interior design, but still, interior design really it's hard to collect money. People really play game. I know, unlike here, but over in Asia, people do play a lot of games and corruption and all that BS. It's just it's BS. Yeah, man, Mark, I totally agree. So we have some, yeah, and I met a lot of Filipino friends here. They're really nice, friendly people, and just for the curiosity, you guys, why are there so many Filipinos? Because most of these Filipinos that come to Vancouver or Toronto, they actually work in Hong Kong before, and some of them really they know the Chinese. They can speak Cantonese, so that's really awesome. So they actually have a degree in the Philippines from a college, and they go to Hong Kong to work as a nanny or a domestic helper. So after that, they used to. I think they collect. They'll just save up around three around 65 7,000 US, and agency will help them move to Canada to get a 2-year contract working for as a domestic helper, and after 2 years they leave the house and they can be a resident. So that's how it works. But nowadays it's a lot harder for them to come over now because I think they have abused the system. So that's sad. What is the status of the golf courses in? Yeah, we call King Xi. Xi Jinping from mainland. The president of mainland China. Uh, all government officials are not allowed to play golf in China, um, and they're not a period. They're not allowed. As private citizens, we still allowed to play golf, but the sport has kind of toned down a lot from before. Before everybody play golf, you would play with these government officials, everybody, and lots of things going on there. Wink, wink. You know what I mean? Deals in the golf course. Because all these people that play golf, they were on the older government, the older president, Jiang Zemin. They were under him. So that's how it changed. So I'm gonna okay. Let's jump into the subject. Why I'm do you know guys why they call me banana? Hey Dave, how are you doing, my good friend? Yeah, I started a little bit earlier today. Hope you guys in the central time and the east coast time can catch me. So I just trying to do it a bit earlier and see how things are. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't. I can't travel. I want to go to LA. I wanted to go to Dallas. I want to go to OKC, but I think all my plans were kind of on pause. And most of the time, I just stay at home because the thing is, mom's like in her 80s, and if I catch something, uh, I'll probably survive, but I don't think she will survive, and I'll be a murderer. So I just have to be really cautious. And even at home, I always have this hand sanitizer with me. So I always keep it with me just in case. Just in case. Yeah, and I usually go to the supermarket like every week. I'll go 3 times just to get fresh vegetables. Okay, see, stay at home order. Yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah, David, stay safe, my friend. Yeah, because you never know where you're gonna catch this virus. It's just really sad. Yeah, Jesse. Yeah, the sanitize really important. Okay, so okay, let me ask you guys. Do you know why people from Asia call me a banana, like from mainland China, and in Hong Kong they'll call me a banana? Do you know why, guys? Any idea? Okay, so the reason, yeah, I love those emojis. Okay, so I'll tell you why they call me a banana. Hey, do you know why they call me a banana? Hello?
What?
Do you know what is a banana?
Yes.
What is a banana?
Yellow on the outside and white in the inside.
Yeah, so are you a banana?
Yeah.
You're a banana?
Respect.
So they admit. So yeah, yellow on the outside and white in the inside. Yep. And even my mom, she couldn't. When we have pizza, when we get some burgers or something like that, I make pizza, I make fresh burgers at home, or make some tacos. My mom would tell me, why do you eat these things? Why do you keep on eating pizza? Why do you eat hamburger? What enjoyment do you get out of it? So that's terrible. And the other thing, it's that really sucks. When I'm in mainland China, they would always take me to McDonald's or KFC, and it's just I'm just first few times you go visit them, and then they get taking McDonald's. Okay, fine, right? But it just kind of gets tiring. They said, "Oh, you're not." They would just say it straight to my face. You're not even Chinese. You're a foreigner, and you don't. You're a visitor in China. So to show my hospitality, I'm gonna take you to eat some fast food, right? So that's. I don't know what people call me as they say I'm white and yellow inside. Yeah, Jesse, you definitely know a lot about Chinese culture more than I do. Yeah, so I was brought up in the States. My Chinese is probably like less than 10% words I know. And so I've been driving, I have my dual plate license in mainland China for over like 15 years. I think 20 years almost. Yeah, 20 years I've been driving in mainland. And sometimes I have no clue what the traffic, these signs say because they're all in Chinese. But the best I can do is in Mandarin, so I can read the pinyin. So I know a bit of pinyin, and I learned my Mandarin in China. No, I learned my Mandarin in Oklahoma, OU. So it's kind of weird, but I like learning Mandarin in China because you get 5 credits for learning Mandarin, and I wasn't really particularly good in it. Yeah, David, you're accused of having yellow fever. Yeah, so yeah, it's funny. Yeah, so the deal is, you go there, but like when I'm in like the Guangdong province, sometimes I would like to eat some wonton, right? You would like to eat some dim sum. You would like to eat like some specialty food over there, right? But they don't they don't take me there. They say you're a foreigner. So they'll just take me if they're like, okay, let's not go to McDonald's tonight. I'll take you to a Western, coffee shop or something in China. But let me tell you, it's nowhere as nice as in North America. That's pretty obvious, right? And sometimes the food is outrageously expensive and not that great tasting. And especially in, you guys know our family are meat lovers, right? So we like to order a steak occasionally and stuff like that. And check my Instagram, guys, at the link below, because usually when I cook dinner, I put my the food what I cooked, on my Instagram page. So those you guys check out my Instagram page. Thank you. And yeah, and they would the thing is, it's about talk about steaks in mainland China. They usually serve steaks from Australia, okay, or New Zealand. They would rarely have steak from the States or even Canada, okay. I haven't heard steaks coming in from Canada. It's pretty rare, and even steaks from America is really really rare. But if you get a steak from America, it will be probably 10 times the price, and it's already like been frozen for over like 4 months, so it's not going to be good tasting. And plus, thank you for the link, Jesse. So it's not nice, right? So that's why when I'm in Costco, I try to buy as much steak and prepare. I got a food saver. I vacuum pack everything and put it in the freezer. So when we want a good steak or something, we still have it. So that was awesome. Yeah. So and another thing is, there's many things that they would say, "Oh, you don't understand." So actually, I would say it's like a discrimination, and it's kind of sad. I mean, I'll get away if I don't say anything. Like, for example, like other my other YouTube friends, okay, they Caucasian, and they start filming in the mall, or they go to electronic market, they start filming stuff, taking their camera out and filming things. The security guard would run over and chase them. Why are you taking videos? Why are you? And tell them to stop, and sometimes even ask them to move on or get out of this place. You're not allowed. You violated. Broke the law or something like that. So I have my Asian face. I can get away with it, right? So if I made, hey Ivan J, how you doing? Yeah, half price from Safeway. That's awesome. Yeah, man. And in Canada, actually, I like this place is called Thrifty Foods. I like going to Thrifty Foods here too. They have pretty good meat and some good fresh salmon. Yeah. Uh, okay, let me. These guys are at the back are doing nothing. Let me hold on a second. Okay, guys, let's. Hey, you have a chip, and who gets the basket? Like 5 times in a row, you guys get $10. Okay, 10.
10. 10.
Yeah, US. Okay. Okay, so everybody get 5 balls. Get your colors. Choose a color. Okay.
Yellow.
Okay. And then then you guys tell me who's gonna be the winner. Okay. So just gonna keep them occupied. And hey motorcyclist, how are you doing, my friend? Thank you for joining my live chat. Yeah, man. I'm in Vancouver, BC, Canada, and where we live here, it's just so close to Mount Baker. We can even see it from our place here. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, hello, Gaurav, GK. How are you doing? Yeah, my kids. And the thing is, they've been having classes online, Google Classroom, Hong Kong time. So it really sucks. Like we have dinner at 10 p.m. So it's like 1 o'clock. So everything like synchronized with their classes in Hong Kong. So that sucks. So now, I'll give them. Did I say $5? Yeah, $5. So who gets chip, who wins, and they'll get a prize or something like that. And think about, like, they've been in classes for like over 2 months, and think how much noise has been generated at home. And sometimes, they know I'm good at cooking, but they abuse me, and that's $10. Okay, thank you. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah.
No, you don't.
Uh,
My turn.
yeah.
You get
Yeah, they need to have PE. So sometimes we go for a bike ride, we go walking at the park or something like that. Yeah, we have to go back because my son's gonna graduate from high school, so he has to go back for graduation. Yep. Oh, really? That's good. Yeah, video proof. So the thing is, they always say, "Oh, I don't want to. I want to eat tacos." And one guy says, "I want to eat a hamburger." I said, "This is not a damn restaurant, guys. Okay, just agree what you want to eat, and I'm going to cook it. Okay, and that's that." And sorry, I can't please everybody, but I've been your slave for the past few months. Okay, so just yeah, this is the case always. So discrimination. There's a lot of discrimination because of this virus and all that in mainland China. And I have some subscribers actually, said, "Oh, why are they so mean? Why are they don't allow foreigners in the restaurants and like that." But my face, I can get away from it. But once I open my mouth and they can detect my Mandarin, isn't that great? Good. So they would, know that I'm a foreigner. Oh, really? So your grandson graduation is postponed? Yeah, my son's graduation isn't postponed, so everything is on schedule, and they're supposed to be in school April 20th. But I really doubt it. And the tickets going back to Hong Kong is getting really expensive, guys. Yep. So yeah, so the discrimination, I go there, they don't, and the stuff they eat is it's like opposite. Like, for example, you guys love chicken, right? So you would have some roast chicken. You would have I made chicken a la king the other day. You would make like chicken breast sandwich, chicken salad sandwich. You would do a fried chicken wing or some chicken wings, salt baked, something like that. But for them, the mainland Chinese, they like fresh chicken. So the kids will be playing with this little chicken in the afternoon, and later on that night they'll ask, "Hey, where's that chicken making all that noise?" "Oh, you guys just ate it." And the thing is, uh, oh, cool! It's nice to go for a walk. Yeah, it's awesome. You guys got to do some exercise. You can't be at home all the time, right? But we have to do our, distancing. You have to keep, just in case. And it's so sad that the Prime Minister of the UK he's in ICU now, so it's pretty serious for him now, and that's sad. Yeah. So, and this chicken, okay, how I usually like if you eat a big chicken leg, so there's the drumstick and there's a chicken thigh, but what they do, they steam this chicken and they get a big cleaver and they would just go chop, 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 chop with all the bones in it, okay? And steam it with like ginger, some shiitake mushrooms, and some Chinese wine and a bit of soy sauce, and that's how they steam it. And these live chickens are really bony. Like they don't hardly have any meat because they're running around all the time. I'm sure you guys know, these running around chickens. So when we trying to find some meat on the chicken, we'll be like picking bones, and so we'll be eating bones so, all the time. So yeah, so some people love it, and some people are not used to it. So I'm the guy who's not used to it. And another thing, they love to eat fish, steamed fish. So I'm okay with the steamed fish, but they like to eat the wing part. So that wing part, has a lot of. It's really bony, okay, and they love to eat the head. So they open the head. They like to eat the fish head, okay. So I'm not a big fan of fish heads, guys.
Oh, that was a good shot.
Yeah, dry squid. Yeah, I had some dry squid. That's like a snack, right? That's nice. I like it. Yeah, stuck in Florida. I think you know what is good food, good Asian cuisine. I think, but for me, we don't. When we were brought up, we weren't really like set up to eat bony things. Yeah, it's just how. Hey,
这个很稠啊
it's okay. What happened?
必须稠的时候
Don't sit it. Okay, guys, please. Okay, you're gonna fix it. You're gonna sew that thing up.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
not supposed to sit on it, okay? Because you're okay. You weigh a lot. Put it this way. See, breaking things already,
包了
and we can't even go out and buy the new thing because everything's closed. Yeah, squid is good too, Mr. Mitch. I like the calamaris, right? I think the fried calamaris, like you have in appetizer, it's pretty similar in China. So what they do is they'll put some batter, right, and throw it in and deep fry it. And what they do is grind the white pepper and the white pepper and salt together and like fry it or toast it, so it'll be really fragrant. And they'll just put this salt and pepper on this calamari and a bit of
Who doesn't?
chili, chili peppers, and they fry it and some spring onions. And the taste is a little bit different, but I like that. I don't mind.
You have
Yep.
a sewing kit? Yeah, okay, good luck.
Yeah, crazy craftsman. My wife has to keep up with the dry squid in the refrigerator outside. You can smell the stuff for miles. Yes, and yeah, and I'm not a chicken feet. Yeah, my kids love chicken feet. I don't know why. Okay, so what are you doing now? Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
I'm getting a sewing kit.
Yeah, good. You broke the thing. You destroy everything. You took my iPods and you destroyed them.
AirPods.
Earpods. Okay.
Air.
AirPods. Okay.
AirPods.
And go eat your chicken feet. Okay.
Better than chicken breast.
So they like chicken feet better than chicken breast. Okay, so apologize for the kids. They are always a handful, always have drama. So these are the Chinese cuisine, and I don't want to like knock those people there, their eating habits and all that. Yeah, turkey. Hey, baby yoga, turkey sandwich is awesome. I like turkey sandwich with some mayo and a little bit of cranberry in there. Tastes really nice. I'm getting hungry, guys. It's almost 8 o'clock. I haven't eaten yet. There isn't really a lockdown in Vancouver, Canada. There's only like stay at home, but only go for essential services are open, so we can go to essential services, and we're not allowed to group. Like we can't have more than 5 people walking down the street or park, or you get warned or you get a ticket, something like that. Yep. Costco dog. That's awesome. Yeah. The Canadians get a good deal on the Costco dog because it's only, how much is it? It's $1.50 Canadian, and now the Canadian dollar has dropped like hell. It's been free falling, the Canadian dollar. So if my American subscribers and friends, when this virus blows over, I hope you guys come to Canada and buy something, because in Canada it's really cheap. Now it's like almost, I think, 30% difference. So that's how it is. Excuse me, guys. Bring that thing upstairs, fold it up, bring it upstairs, and let her repair it, okay? And you watch her and make sure to repair it. And after I do this stream, please show me how you repaired it, please. Thank you. Yeah, these kids are a handful. Okay, just sew it back up. Yeah. So they're going to sew this thing up. And nobody wins nothing, right? Who won?
I won.
You won? Okay, then later I'll give you $10. So that's these kids, let me tell you. Yeah, so there's a lot of things, like a Okay, let's go to the hardcore stuff that they eat. They eat they eat these sea cockroaches, and what they do, they use the tea leaves, and they use the uh, tea leaves and soy sauce, dark soy sauce, and marinate it. Okay, and it's a delicacy. And sometimes when you go to families, they say, "Oh, we made something special today. We made these special cockroaches." Yeah, I'm not a fan, guys. Sorry about that. And they what they do is they pinch that ass part out and they squeeze the white stuff out and suck it, and it's so tasty. And these are the things that I can never get used to, and I would never really try having it. I mean, I'll get my views if I ate that thing in front of you guys, right? I'm sure, but I'm not a big fan. Yeah, crack the whip. Dennis. Yeah, it really sucks. So so another thing is yeah, in the Philippines there's yeah, I heard the news in the Philippines. One guy, drunk guy, he's ordered like you guys should stay under quarantine, everybody should stay home, and this guy's like trying to attack the policeman. The police shot him because the president Duterte says if you guys still go out after this lockdown, you're gonna be shot. So that's how that's a Filipino way, I guess. And in Canada, if you go out, you be caught, you go to jail, or you get $1 million fine. That's the prime minister, that's what he said. And the states too, in the states they're handing out heavy fines because they can't afford to infect other people, right? Yeah, everybody doesn't have enough test kits, and that's really sucks. And another scary thing is, guys, I don't know, my temperature is a little bit high. It's like 98 point, like at 98.3. Is that okay? I don't know. And it's just a tad higher, and somehow I'm feel I don't have a headache. I don't have anything. So I hope it's just my the temperature is just a little bit high. Grossman, I had to laugh at people blaming on the president. My question is, some dude walking around with a, yeah, it's true. Yeah, so they eat this. Oh, my light's gone. Okay, average. Yeah, so mine's a little bit higher. Hey, Steven Seagoin, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. Yeah, so they eat, and then they eat rats, and these are called from the field. So they call it from the farm. They call it field rats. So the rats eat grain. So supposedly it's healthy, or they don't eat trash. So it's a delicacy. They eat that. Okay. And another thing they eat is what do they eat? They eat these worms. No, what are they? Caterpillars. Yeah, they eat caterpillars. Yeah, some people like grilled rats, but I'm not used to eating that. So, man, so these are the stuff you really see. They would just have these worms, moving around, and then next thing they fry it, and then and then the juice come, yummy. But it's yeah, grubs. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Let me try to. I'll turn on some lights here. It's getting kind of dark out here, but it's nice out to see the sunset, guys. And it's always nice seeing you guys. So thank you very much again for joining my channel and being awesome. And yep, if it works. So nothing is working, I guess. Then here we go. So I hope the light is a bit. It's a little bit brighter here. I hope there's a difference. My computer is here. I'm gonna get it in the way. Python, yeah. So I don't know. I don't like experimenting for foods. So the families from mainland China would treat me to all these crazy food and life. The thing is, what like if it's a fancy restaurant, you would see a freaking farm like in front of the restaurant. Okay, That's how the setup is, and you would have all these live animals in these little cages. Okay, so what to do is what you want to eat, you pick these live animals off, these little cages, and say, okay, we gotta have this, okay, and they just and then we will walk into this restaurant, and they're gonna chop it and cook it for you. So I'm not used to that, and and oh man, Mark, you like the grubs? I'll go to Jollibee. I'll go to Chowking and some pork fried rice. I'll be good with that, or some fried chicken. And another thing is, I said it in one of my videos before that this the family took me. It's an honor to go to a slaughterhouse to eat beef. So you would have, like, they slaughtered this cow for like a few hours time, and they have this fresh meat. It's pretty popular now in China. They'll just hang it all out, and but the thing is that the slaughterhouse, the ground is all full of blood, and they didn't clean it properly. They don't use sanitizer or they just use water to hose off, and the smell is like, it's really not nice. And and that night I didn't eat meat. I didn't know why. I didn't like to eat. Yeah, in Metro Manila, there's a jazz mall, and there's a buffet there. It's really nice. I think it's really high end buffet in the jazz mall in Makati. I've been there. Yeah. Oh my God, motorcyclists. I'm so sad that your schoolmates got a positive coronavirus. I hope most of the people would survive the coronavirus. It's that people with other illness that you know would get them infected, or it will make complications. That's the bad thing about it, guys. Yeah, that's sad to hear. I'm sorry to hear that, guys. I really hope you guys just stay safe. Main thing is just wash your hands. And now in North America, people are advising people to wear face masks now. Before they're telling people you didn't have to wear face masks, but if I return to Hong Kong, I don't wear a face mask. People would just really shout at me. Oh dear, yeah, motorcyclist is sad. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Ju, kamsahamnida. How are you doing, my friend? Thanks for joining my video, my live. Yeah, it's always nice to see you guys. It's just a happy family, guys. Thank you for joining me again. Thank you, my subscribers. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, my Patreons. Patreons to support my channel. And you guys see the link down below. I have my Facebook, Instagram. Always come to say hi to me, give me a like on the page or something like that. And the thing is, if you give me a like on this video, on my live, YouTube would promote it a little bit more, so I won't get so low views, right? Yeah, hi, kamsahamnida. Yeah, and I made tonight. Actually, I bought some sweet potato noodles. I want to make chapchae, and I already marinated some beef ribs, and I have some spinach. I have some kimchi from Korea. So, yeah, Mr. Ju, maybe you can check out my Instagram page. I made some Korean food, and it's really nice. Yeah, and I'm sorry to say, but the North American kimchi, it's kind of different. If you buy the kimchi from imported from Korea, there is really a big difference, and the price is like double. But when you eat it, the difference is there. You can tell right away. Thank you very much, Jesse, for helping me out. Yeah. So that's so they would have. I don't know, like in North America, you wouldn't go to a farm with all these animals, right, and go slaughtering them and start eating and say it's a delicacy. And a lot of Chinese, mainland Chinese people that live in North America migrated. They're always dreaming back. Oh, I want to go back to my hometown. I want to eat all these delicacies, and they'll be so happy to go back. And the first thing they get off the plane, and they will have go for a meal like that, and they'll be really happy. Yeah, thank you, Jesse. Yeah, at first you can hear a lot of people, and for this virus there's a lot of controversy, because they call it the Chinese virus, they call it the CCP virus. And I really don't care if they call it the CCP virus or China virus, but it really originated from the Wuhan city, the city of Wuhan, where that wet market, that's what they say, right? If you believe it. So there's a lot of conspiracy theories going around and stuff like that, propaganda from the CCP, and we don't know. I don't know the truth, man. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah. So why? I have a interesting question, Perry Ismail. Why sell my car in China? Because in China they have this law. In China, there's so many laws, and these laws will cost you money. Okay, so if you break these laws, you have to pay a lot of money for penalties and fines, and it's just been really inconvenient. So one of the main reasons I have to sell the car, because if I go back just to get that car to drive it across the border, because there's a time limit, because it's originally it's a Macau car, it belongs to Macau, and you have to go through this international border to mainland China, and you have to get due plates, right? And there's a law that your car cannot stay in China for a certain amount of time. You have to go back to Macau. So if you don't go back within this period, there'll be like taxes and penalties, and it's going to be a pain in the ass for all the paperwork and all that. And if you guys, if you guys drive your car in North America or wherever in the world, all you do is you have your driver's license, your registration, your insurance, right? But for me, I have a folder full of documents, okay, that I that I need to have it in my car, because there's so many documents uh, to have a dual plate car. And before, even I think up to last year, you have to go for a blood test to get to permission to drive a car in mainland. So I mean, it sounds all right to have a blood test, but that's I bring my own needles. Put it this way, in Hong Kong I get my own needles so they can use it. Okay, but after the doctor supposedly took the blood out of me and told me, "Can I keep this syringe and needle?" And when he asked me this question, you know, I just had nothing to say, guys. So that's all I'm saying. Oh, yeah, you got the N95 mask from Home Depot. Yeah, if you're in the Philippines trying to get a mask, it'd be really tough. Hand sanitizers, everything is gone. Mr. Two, how are you doing? Welcome to my live. My mainlander friends get all offended if it's mentioned the virus came from China. They say it's not from China. I guess they're being fed CCP propaganda saying it's not from China now. Yeah, my mainland Chinese friends has been saying that. Seriously, they said, seriously, do you think this virus is not from mainland China? Do you think it's coming from the States? They said there's a military marathon, and there's some guy that planted these virus. So when they tell me, I'll just say, yeah, yeah, yeah. I wouldn't say anything, but it sounds pretty ridiculous, guys. Don't you think? Yeah. So it's a touchy subject, and even in Hong Kong, some people they call it the respiratory res, Wuhan what do you call it? Respiratory virus. They call it that name. Okay. Yep. They don't say CCP or the mainland China thing, but they say the Wuhan respiratory virus. Okay, that's the name. Yeah, they say it's from the U.S., but it's if it's I don't know, man. Like in the States now, I feel so bad. There's so many people infected there. There's so many people dying in the States, and that's not good. Yeah, masses, face masks, and people are price gouging. Yeah, I bought a box of masks of 50 for my mom just to keep it here, and it costs $50 for 50 masks. I think, yeah, $50 for 50 masks, and they wanted cash. They wouldn't. They wouldn't give me a receipt. They wouldn't let me use my credit card. So there's no evidence they price gouged me. So they are smart business people too, right, guys? So that's kind of, yeah. So there's many things, they call me a banana, and they would never accept me as as like a Chinese guy, right? Yeah. So that's a really unfortunate thing. Uh, that every time I go to China, they treat me like this, and every time when we hang out, and we'll say, well, what do you want to eat? And they will always ask me, because they would say, you're the foreigner. You're the foreigner. Um, you better say where you want it, because I don't want to disappoint you, because the food we eat, you won't eat. So that's what I'm used to nowadays. But I say, tell them, please, take me wherever, but no more McDonald's and KFC. I kind of had enough of that. Okay. Okay. So I spent time in US growing up, and in Korea. At the first, I felt not fully accepted, but I stopped caring. Yeah, I had similar experience when I first came back to Korea. Yeah, I think Korea. I think you spend a lot of time in the U.S. In Korea, they're really famous eating this, is it squid? No, octopus, right? And this thing was sucking your mouth, the tentacles, the raw things. I never tried that, but it sounds pretty scary to me. eating eating this. It's supposed to be a delicacy, right? And you put some spicy sauce and eat it raw, right? Yeah. Mark Tang. In the beginning of the lockdown, we called up Chinese suppliers to warlift mask and PPE here. The price of masks are unbelievable, $2.50 for one piece, and that's with a discount. Yeah, these things are going crazy. Crazy Crosswind. You've ever been to the place where Nathan Road called Really Good Food? Awesome name for a restaurant. Oh yeah, they have really funny names like this in Hong Kong, or Yummy Foods, or Yum Yum Restaurant, something like that. Yeah. Hey, Mick MacArthur, welcome to my live. Thank you for joining me tonight. Hey, Brown Eye, there is an English doctor called John Campbell on YouTube. He made a daily video about the virus and high temperature. You should check him out. Oh, yeah. Thank you for your advice. I'll check that out. My temperature is just like 98.3, something like that. It's been like that, but I don't feel any dizziness. I feel normal. I'm still good, right, you guys? Yeah. So that's, yeah. So John Campbell, yeah, I'll check out the thing. It's just only this couple weeks, it's been like that. But I try to. I mean, if I got this virus, yeah, thank you. Just, if I got this virus, I won't be so active, right? Riding my bicycle. So if you guys who didn't join me, I don't know, did you see my live that some guy came and said something really mean to me because of the virus. So nowadays, when I ride my bicycle, I have this. I wear this helmet now. So I'll just put this on, so you can see how silly I look. So this silly guy with this camera, and my son actually told me that uh, people are a lot more friendlier. At least you see a smile and nodding their heads when we rode past them. So nowadays, I just want to show you this. And when I go riding my bike, I'm just gonna put this on my on my head, on my helmet when I go ride my bicycle. Just to let you know. And I hope I didn't offend anybody from that video of my rant. I didn't really want to be mean or anything like that, but it's just, I think everybody is really like anxious or worried, and really upset about the virus and all that, and people have, and for me, I just had to vent, had to vent, and just share my feelings. How did I really feel? But I mean no harm to anybody. Okay, so I apologize if I was like really mean or something like that, guys. So what? It's a sports camera. Actually, it's a Sony. So it's kind of, I had it for like a couple of years. I don't know. Can you see it? It's a Sony camera, and actually I took this to Cebu, and we went uh, shark diving. We went shark diving on this. So this is already waterproof. So you can just go down like, I think, 5 meters, and it'll still be the housing. You don't need an extra housing for like, not for diving, and it's pretty good. And this thing you can throw it away. Yeah, thank you very much, Takim, for yeah. I just try to be courteous and stuff like that, and yeah, and that was yeah. And people are friendly when you have a camera. So you guys always, you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know the good or the bad or whatever. Always know how to turn on your video real quick, even if the cops pulled you over and stuff like that. Just have that camera on the corner of your dash or something like that. It's just something to protect you. It's better than a gun, I think. And people do behave differently when you see a guy riding a bike or whatever with a camera on, right? Yeah, and then another thing I really would like to rant, since I'm talking about ranting, is that you would see the supermarkets are still open, and people do go to supermarkets or go to Costco, and they would wear these blue gloves, white gloves, or the clear gloves, right? But the thing is, I see a lot of gloves. They just throw them on the car park, and their masks they just throw them on the ground next to the car, and they just head off. And that's really bad practice, because it's really, how can I say that? It's not considerate, because you don't know, is there a virus on that mask or on that glove, and you have to be responsible to throw that stuff in the trash can, right? And I've been seeing a lot of that kind of behavior at the supermarkets or Costco parking lots, and that's really, it actually is dangerous too. If you ask me, yeah. I mean, it doesn't take you long just to, take it out, put it in the trash can, put some hand sanitizers, and you'll be good to go, right, guys? So that's sad in a way. Well, anyways, I'm getting cold. So anyway, can you see still the sun behind me? It still looks good. Kids are gone. Here I know. The thing is, these light, I've been doing a lot of house maintaining. So I got some switches like a few months ago. So now I can turn on these lights on my cell phone. Here, I don't know. It's too bright. You probably can't see. Can you see the light? You see the light here at the background, right? So I can turn on these lights, and this one I can turn off. Let me see. Ooh, can you see the difference, guys? So I'll turn this light back on. So it's really convenient. It's like 20 something bucks to get it, and the thing is, this brand, it's this brand. What can I say? This brand is only like $23 for it, and you don't need to buy a hub or anything. You can just connect it direct to Wi-Fi and the app. You can turn it on and off. So later on, I'll put the link on these really cheap switch Wi-Fi switches, and you can set a timer, or you can say turn it on during turn it off during sunrise, turn it off during sunset, or you can set these things just on the app, and it's really cool. I got purple, but I got for working on cars way before this. Oh, that your leather kid 01. Yeah, these gloves are always handy, but it's just very inconsiderate for people just to wear these gloves and just throw them, after you're done with them and on the parking lot, right? It's because it's all virus. You never know what the hell they are. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. So if you guys can give me a like, please, and it'll be awesome, and it's free. It won't cost you anything. So later on, I'll put the light switches on the description box below, and check out my Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, man, Mr. Mitch, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you everybody for joining me. You guys are really awesome. And yeah, this banana here is gonna sign off tonight, and I have to cook something for the kids again, and hope they don't complain. Yeah, and sometimes you just feel like a pizza, don't you? It's just so awesome just to eat a pizza. And I think Domino's are having half off too, so they're having contactless pizza for takeout. So what they do is they lock the door, don't even let you in, and they'll say, what's your name, under behind that locked door, and I'll give them my name, and they'll pass this pizza to you so you don't touch them, just like they open a little opening in the door, and they'll put this credit card machine out the door, and you just tap it and go, and that's how it works. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I need dinner. Yeah, pizza is awesome. Yes. Yeah, so I'm going to sign off. And again, thank you very much for joining, and thank you for the likes again. And I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next week. I'll try to keep this around this time, Monday, around 7:30 to 8 o'clock. And I hope you guys have a safe time if you go out, if you need to get essential goods, and keep your hands, wash, sanitized for 20 seconds. So my daughter and son sings happy birthday when they wash their hands, just to keep clean. Yep. So yeah, David, stay safe, my friend. Yeah, keep away from big people, big crowds and stuff like that. Just do some home improvement at home, like I'm doing here. So everything. Wow, Ontario. Yeah, it's getting late there too. Yeah, Ontario. It's a lot of people are infected there too. Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. So I'm signing off, and stay safe. Bye bye. Okay.